Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Flavor of the Week, brought to you by Cap and Cork Beer, Wine, and Spirits, with 15 locations in Fort Wayne and New Haven. In good spirits, in good company. In Flavor of the Week, Kyle sits down with one of our local priests over 4 different episodes to sample variations of a favorite food or drink while they discuss the ins and outs of life as a priest.
This is Kyle Hyman. Welcome to Flavor of the Week, Part 1 with Fr Patrick Hake.
Hello.
Thanks for being here, Father.
Thank you for inviting me.
Delighted to have you here. You had mentioned for a flavor, sparkling water.
Yes.
So is that something that you drink regularly? Are you do you do the flavored ones or just plain sparkling water?
I do flavored sparkling water.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Well, our friends over at Captain Cork hooked us up with some of the adult beverages of sparkling flavored water. And so we've got a whole bunch of them here. We've got pineapple passion fruit, cherry cranberry, strawberry guava, peach nectarine. Those are all like these combination ones. And then there's a natural lime, black cherry, ruby grapefruit.
Wow.
You've opted to go for the natural lime, white claw, hard seltzer.
Yes.
As a first. Okay, well, go ahead and. Oh, it sounds fresh. We've got our Viva Bocce Classic wine glasses here.
How much do we have for a taste?
This is all up to you.
Oh. Start for a little bit.
All right, cheers. What do you think?
I like the smell of it.
Mm-hmm. It seems like I think this is going to be the theme with these hard seltzers. Is a subtle flavor.
Very subtle.
Right? It's not like punch or anything like that. It's
Yeah. I like it. It's refreshing.
refreshing. Yes. Yeah, definitely. Crisp.
Crisp.
Yeah. All right. Well, Father Patrick, let's get to know you a little bit of your background, family life, growing up, school. What was, how much did faith play a role in all of that?
So I was born in Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
Uh-huh.
I was out there for 2 years. And I decided to move back to Fort Wayne when I was 2.
You decided?
Yeah, I decided. Yeah.
Hey, I can walk. It's time to get out of this place.
So my family's from Fort Wayne.
Okay.
My parents went out there for a job way back when, before I was born. But they decided that it's really tough to have 5 kids under 12 and not be around family. You know,
Sure.
Babysitters cost a lot.
Yeah.
So they came back to the fort where we have grandparents to take care of the kids. Yeah. So my family's Catholic. I was raised Catholic. Went to Mass every Sunday. You know, we do prayers before meals. And
Do you remember enjoying that or not wanting to go to Mass? Did you ever put up a fight?
I put up a fight a lot of times, but
Okay.
in my family, you just had to do it. You know, there were times when I would fake being sick, saying, "Mom, I can't go because I'm sick."
Did it ever work?
No, she just. Yeah, there was one time when I actually was sick, but it was Christmas Day.
You'd cried wolf so many times.
Yeah, it was Christmas Day, and my parents picked me up and laid me in the back of the car, picked me up and laid me in the church pew because I couldn't miss Mass. You know.
So, at what point did you start thinking? I don't know if you started doubting your faith or you really embraced it. Was there kind of a transition there at any point where it became kind of your choice?
Yeah. So the faith, I would say that my family was practicing, but I don't feel like it got very deep. You know, we go to Mass every Sunday, but did it affect the rest of our lives? Not really, except maybe on Fridays during Lent. Mm-hmm. You know, just something that we did. It wasn't something that changed us.
Uh-huh.
And it wasn't until I was a sophomore in high school that I first encountered Jesus Christ at the Eucharist. You know, I encountered that love that changes you, that love that makes you holy, or the love that makes you desire to be loved by God even more.
In what way did you encounter?
I went on a life teen retreat through St. Vincent's. You know, I had a friend that invited me. I said, okay, sure. And the peak of that retreat is always, it's 45 minutes of adoration Saturday night. That's when I first encountered Jesus Christ in the Eucharist. You know, before that, I went to Catholic school for so many years. Is Jesus Christ in the Eucharist true? I knew it. I could answer that on a test.
Yeah.
But that day was a day in which I first knew it in my heart. You know, that day when you first know that this is a real person up there. This is the God of the universe who loves you. And when that happens, it changes everything. It changes Christianity from something that you just do, something that affects every aspect of your life.
Yeah.
it makes you more open to what God's calling you to do. Because before then, to be a priest, I would have no way, no chance at all.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know God. But then once I encountered him, I was open to the change, open to being called to the priesthood.
And so when did you start feeling called to the priesthood?
Probably sometime around the first encounter in the Eucharist.
Really? So it's pretty instantaneous. Like, I have this experience of Jesus and think that he's calling me to be a priest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But, I was in high school, so I heard that call and I said, no, thank you. Because there was a desire in my heart just to be normal. I think that's common for all high schoolers. don't want to be different from anyone else.
Right.
What I wanted to do was to go to prom. No one wants to go to the prom with the guys going to the seminary. So I didn't really tell anyone.
Okay.
So God, I'll deal with that later.
Sure.
Let me just, I don't know, discern other things right now.
Do you regret that? Or do you look at that and say, like, that was probably a good decision to put that off? Or do you say, you know what, I wish I would have just kind of been all in from the beginning?
I think it's just part of the journey. That's what formed me. If I went to seminary right out of high school, things would be different.
Yeah.
This is like God's providence was that I was an immature high schooler. So
are we all, right?
Yeah, aren't we all?
Maybe still today. I'm still an immature high schooler. So after high school, what did you do then?
After high school, I went to college, to Butler University down in Indy. I was there, I don't know, from 2009 to like 11.
You just looked at your watch. Did that help any?
It's a reflex, Okay. You think about time. Yeah.
What were you studying?
For first year, I was an exploratory student. Wasn't undecided. I was exploring majors.
Is that an official thing that they have?
I guess so, yeah.
Okay.
Don't want to have too many students that are undecided. That looks bad on the reports. Exploratory.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you just take the generic classes that'll kind of apply to any major.
And then after that, I studied chemistry for about a year and a half.
Oh, okay. What were you thinking that you would do with a chemistry degree?
I was hoping that I was going to figure that out along the way.
Okay.
It's one of those things where I wanted to stop being undecided and start doing something. And I figured, well, when I was in high school, I liked chemistry, so let's just try it out.
And did you enjoy it?
It was all right. I don't know.
Okay.
It was fun to think into problems because I have a more analytical mind, I guess. So so the homework there was sort of fun.
Yeah.
But having a future in it, I couldn't see myself doing anything. I didn't want to be a teacher. Didn't want to be a researcher. Didn't want to sell drugs. So I couldn't think of anything to do.
Okay. Actually, the whole analytical mind, this is something I want to dive deeper into because I've been going through your Facebook. And there's some interesting things, including a book about cars.
That's a long time ago. Wow, you went way back.
We'll talk about in a future flavor of the week here. But for now, you're at Butler. You're studying chemistry. At what point do you decide, all right, this isn't for me?
So I would say that it was like a common thing at the end of every semester. I'd say, okay, I'm wasting my time here. I don't see a future in chemistry. I don't see a future in undecided. It's time for me to go to seminary.
Okay.
There was a lack of peace at the end of each semester. But towards the end of each break, I said, no, we'll give it one more try. It's like the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over and over again.
Right.
One day I just realized, I don't have peace right here. This is a waste of time. Because I had peace back when I was in high school, when I was so close to Jesus Christ. I said, okay, well, if God's calling me to be a priest, I have to at least give it a shot.
Mm-hmm. Did you feel like you drifted away from your faith at Butler?
I would say that I felt more of a contrast of a pole. I was still going to Mass each and every Sunday.
Yeah.
Other days weren't as in line with the faith.
Okay.
Yeah. So I had a lot of friends, and my friends, they weren't practicing.
So you decided to explore the seminary. Did you talk with the vocations director, or what was your next step? So
I first talked with some priests down there.
Okay.
These priests never saw me. I just went and had a meeting with them. And they told me to talk to the pastor. This would be of my home parish.
Okay.
Yeah. So this would be Monsignor John Kuzmic. Yeah. And then Monsignor John Kuzmic told me to talk to the vocations director, who was Monsignor Bernie Gaelic.
Okay. Was it instantaneous? Yeah, you're accepted into the seminary, or was it that a process of discernment?
I would say it was instantaneous, but I started that process too late. So I left Butler after the fall semester, And I couldn't get into seminary until the next fall semester.
Okay.
So I had like 8 months off. And that was the time in which I was like praying and working at the movie theater and stuff.
So you were ordained a little over a year ago.
Yes.
With several of your classmates.
Yes.
4 of you total from Bishop Dwenger.
Yes.
Ordained together. At what point did you kind of put this together that you're going to be in the same ordination class with these 3 other guys?
I would say once 2 of them took pastoral years, because Maskell, Zaire, and Hunick both entered before me. But they took a year out of seminary to discern in the parish.
Okay.
So once, I don't know, that's when they entered my class.
Had you done any discernment together prior to that, or did you have any inkling in high school when you're starting to get serious about your faith and feel this call to the priesthood that you're kind of rejecting in a way? Did you see these other 3 guys like maybe they're called to be priests?
Well, Tom was the only guy that in high school that was open about being a priest. He like wanted to be a priest since he was like in 2nd grade, or everyone else was more quiet.
Yeah,
I guess Maskell entered after high school, so yeah, I was friends with all of them.
Yeah. So what was it like being ordained together?
Pretty cool.
Along with Father Jay as well.
Yeah, can't forget Father Jay.
Yeah. did you have like some kind of hazing ritual to like welcome him into the club?
I mean, not yet. Do you think we should do that?
Yeah, I don't know, maybe.
Okay.
Something, a little initiation.
Yeah, to make him feel welcomed.
Yes, right. Well, good. What do you give this, if you had to give this beverage here a rating, the Natural Lime White Claw Hard Seltzer?
Well, I'd give this a very high rating. I was surprised by how much I'm enjoying this.
Have you had anything like this before?
I think I had the Black Cherry White Claw Hard Seltzer.
But you like the Natural Lime?
Yeah.
It's very...
Only 2 carbs, like gluten-free.
There you go.
Wow.
Is that something that you're kind of watching out for?
Maybe I should. I don't know.
That's why you like it so much.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Father. We are going to... did you give it a number? 1 through 10.
1 through 10?
What do you give it?
Let's give it an 8.
Okay. So that way we have somewhere to compare here.
Okay.
Got an 8 for the Natural Lime. All right. We'll see how the rest of them compare here and learn more about you. And I want to talk about this card book. Maybe we can talk about that in the next one.
Okay.
Coming up here on Flavor of the Week, brought to you in part by Captain Cork.